everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Victoria Montefusco and I'm a lover of all things when it comes to makeup, beauty, and fragrance. And today I have a fragrance first impressions for you. I have 6 decants that I ordered in the month of January from Royalty Scents, a lot of Shalimar flankers and some other fragrances, as well as 2 blind buys that I purchased from Sephora. So if you want to hear my thoughts about some of these fragrances, then please keep on watching. So let's start with the Sephora blind buys. First, I want to talk about this perfume oil. This is a roller ball that I purchased. This is from Nest, New York, and this is called Madagascar Vanilla. I've heard this perfume oil is wonderful by itself. It's also wonderful layered with other fragrances. Fragrances that already have a vanilla note and you really want to bring that to the forefront, or fragrances that don't have a vanilla note but you want to sweeten it up a little bit. So this fragrance it came out actually last year in 2021. It only has 3 notes. It's very vanilla heavy. The top notes are vanilla bean, the middle note is vanilla orchid, the base note is coconut. So this sounds like a wonderful, sweet, vanilla, coconutty kind of fragrance. I'm really excited to try it out, so I'm going to put this roller ball on a index card. Yep, that is basically what you get. It is vanilla, it is coconut, it is sweet, it is powdery. It's just overall very pleasant, very likable. I could see this being worn in the fall and winter because of that sweetness from the vanilla, but I think that coconut also makes it very flexible for spring and summertime as well. So I think this is really lovely. And I've been getting more into perfume oils. Like I own 2 perfume oils that I recently got in the mail from an indie brand. I did a video on that if you want to check it out. Like those perfume oils just smell amazing. Like one of them smells like a cinnamon roll and the other one smells like pumpkin bread. They're awesome. So yeah, perfume oils are great. This one smells really awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna enjoy this. So Nest, New York, Madagascar Vanilla. If you like vanilla, sweet, slightly coconutty kind of fragrances, I think you're really gonna like this. This isn't the type of coconut that translates to me as like beachy coconut. This is more like sweet, slightly powdery coconut. Yeah, this is phenomenal. This smells really good. So Nest, New York, Madagascar Vanilla. I will sure be wearing this and testing this out. And all these fragrances that I try on my skin, I will be providing an overview during my January product rankings. So yeah, this is great. Next up, I have this fragrance, which has been super hyped here on YouTube. And this is Juicy Couture Gold Couture. So I remember the original like Viva La Juicy when that came out when I was like a little kid. Everybody seemed to wear that. I've smelled that. I like it, but I think it's very childish. I've heard this has like that Viva La Juicy, like pleasant, sweet, playful DNA, but this is like the ultimate like gourmand version of that. So I'm really excited to try it out. I know some people may hate this bottle. I actually think it's kind of cute. So I'm excited to try this out. This has a lot of notes in here that I think just sound right up my alley as a gourmand lover. So this fragrance came out in 2014. Wow, this is a pretty old one. And this has top notes of wild berries, middle notes of honeysuckle, jasmine sandalwood. The base notes, they sound great. Caramel, vanilla, amber, sandalwood. That sounds lovely. So let's give this one a try. This is a blind buy. Oh yeah, that reminds me of the OG for certain. This takes me right back. It's funny how scent can just like take you back to a time in your life. This takes me back to the time in my life where Viva La Juicy was like really popular. Yeah, when you first spray it, you smell those sweet berries, you smell those sweet florals, and there's a bit of that like alcohol smell at first, which I feel like happens with a lot of like designer fragrances and fragrances that don't have as much like perfume oil in them. So I'm just gonna let that alcohol like rest for a little bit, and then I'll smell it again to see if that goes away. Yeah, that alcohol-y smell is going away. Yeah, this reminds me of like Viva La Juicy with like more like sweet edible touches. Like this isn't a gourmand, at least not right now, but like I see where they're coming from. This almost reminds me a little bit of Ariana Grande Ari. Like just the way the florals combine with those sweeter notes. Like Ari has florals, Ari has fruits, and Ari has like marshmallow and vanilla. And just like the way that combines, this reminds me of that. Yeah, this smells good. I would have to see how this performs on the skin. Again, like I feel like this could be very different on the skin. Maybe those more sweet gourmand touches are gonna come out versus like on an index card. But right now, like this smells like a fragrance I'm gonna like. This doesn't smell like super unique or anything like that, but I think this is gonna be pleasant, and I love this bottle. I think it's so cute. So Juicy Couture, Viva La Juicy Gold Couture. I think it's good. We'll see if it's a love, like when I try it on my skin. But for now, I think it's pretty good. So those were my 2 blind buys. Now I want to move into my Royalty Scents Decants. So I have a subscription where I can get 2 a month, and then oftentimes I add extras. So I got 6 decants. And I think first we're going to start with the Shalimar like flankers that I purchased. So I got 3 Shalimars. So I have the original Shalimar, Shalimar Souffle, and then Shalimar Souffle Intense. So I think I'm going to start with the original, then move on to the Souffle, then move on to the Souffle Intense. All right, so this is my decant of Shalimar. Shalimar came out a long time ago. It came out in 1990. This perfume is over 30 years old. Wow. So this has top notes of citruses, bergamot, lemon, cedar, mandarin, orange, mid notes of iris, patchouli, vetiver, jasmine, rose, base notes of incense, vanilla, leather, apoponax, I can't pronounce that, civet, which is like that like musk from like anal glands of some animals, kind of gross, sandalwood, tonka bean, and musk. So I've heard this perfume is very like older smelling, classic, like citrus with the vanilla, but with something more interesting to it. Like I don't think I'm gonna like this based on what I've heard, but I wanted to give it a try to see if I'm gonna like it. I've heard the flankers are a lot more like younger and easier to digest, but like this is such a classic, and I wanted to compare the souffle flankers to the original, so that's why I got this one. So let's try the OG Shalimar, which I've never smelled before. From Guerlain, by the way, if I did not make that clear. This is from Guerlain. Yeah, no, I hate this. This smells like, I mean, I hate, like when someone says something smells like grandma, I'm like, well, that could smell like a lot of different things. That could be white florals, that could be musky, that could be a lot of different things. This smells like grandma. It's like the citruses combined with that iris patchouli combined with all the musks. That's a hate for me. That is an awful perfume. I do not like that one at all. That one smells really gross. I don't like that. So Shalimar, yeah, I had a feeling I wasn't gonna like it. It's a very classical, like older, mature women kind of perfume. It's just really not for me. All right, next, let's try Guerlain Chalamar Souffle de Parfum. So this one's a lot newer. It came out in 2014. This one has a lot of those notes. The top notes are the citruses, the lemon, the bergamot, the mandarin orange. We have mid notes of orange blossom, jasmine sambac, base notes of Tahitian vanilla, Indian vanilla, white musk. So this sounds a lot more pleasing because you don't have that patchouli, you don't have the iris, you don't have the like the aponax and the like you only have musk, but you don't have the like the civet. Like it just, this sounds a lot more modern and crowd pleasing. So let's give this one a try. Yeah. Oh wow, this is a lot better. I don't think I would wear this because those white florals really come out, and I'm just not a white floral gal. I'm not really in any kind of floral gal, but when there's white florals that are in the forefront of a perfume, I'm just not really into it. So like this is a lot of white florals, like powdery floral, a little bit of citrus, and then like a little bit of vanilla. So like, because the white florals to me are just like, bam, in your face, this is not for me. But this is definitely a more crowd-pleasing, user-friendly, not at all like old lady-ish kind of perfume. So this is not for me, but I think a lot of people would like it, especially people that like white florals. That's just not me though. All right, and lastly, from the Shalimar flankers, we have Shalimar Souffle Intense. So this, again, you know, it's a newer flanker. This came out in 2017. This has basically the same exact notes as I mentioned during the last one, but the base notes, it has benzoin as an addition. So it has those citruses in the top, has the white florals in the mid, the base notes got that vanilla, that musk, and then the addition of benzoin. Based on the last one, if this one's very like white floral forward, I don't think I'm gonna like this, but I'll give it a try. Yeah, no, I don't like this. Again, it's that same thing as the last one. It's just so white floral forward. I'm just not a fan of that. Again, a lot more crowd pleasing, but I think those white florals just give it a vibe that to me screams more like, oh, I'm a woman in my 40s or 50s and like I'm professional and blah, blah, blah. And like, I'm professional. You know, I have an office job and blah, blah, blah. But like, I'm not to the point in my life where I want to smell like that mature. So again, this one's not for me. So the Shalimar flankers were a fail. I do have to say though, Shalimar Melisme, like Vanilla Planifolia, that flanker that came out in 2021, like fall time, I need to try that. Like, I need to try that because everybody's like, oh, it's like the vanilla citrus amazing perfume. Like, I need a sample of that. I need to try it. I know like finding a full bottle is absolutely impossible because it was like super limited edition, but that sounds like the Shalimar flanker for me. So I'd love to try that. If any of you know of a place to get a sample, let me know. But those three Shalimars were not for me. All right, let's move on to a different brand. I have this Tiziana Terenzi sample, and I have this decant of Cassiopeia from Tiziana Terenzi. So I've tried multiple Tiziana Terenzis. The only one I like is Kirke. It's a very just like generic florally, not florally musk, excuse me, fruity musk. It's good, it's very sweet. It's not like anything extraordinary. I don't think it's worth the price. But maybe this one I will like and I think it'd be worth the price. So this fragrance came out in 2015 and this one has top notes of passion fruit, cassis, lemon, fern, mid notes of tea rose, carnation, lily of the valley, base notes, tonka bean, musk, sandalwood. I've heard really good things about Cassiopeia, I believe from Erin Nicole here on YouTube. She and I do not have the same fragrance taste like at all. But who knows? Maybe I'll like this one. We do enjoy some of the same fragrances, but a lot of fragrances that she likes, I've tried and I don't like. So we'll see what I think. This to me smells kind of like Kirke. It's that like soapy fruitiness that Kirke has. Soapy, fruity, musky. That's the same vibe I get from Kirke. I've heard that these can smell pretty similar. And I do agree. I would love to do like a wear test where like during a day I have Kirke on one arm and Cassiopeia on the other, and I just smell them in comparison to one another, see which one wears longer, see which one I like better, see which one reacts better with my skin chemistry. But again, it's like this generic soapy fruitiness that I don't think is like super special. So is this worth like the exorbitant prices that Tiziana Terenzi charges? I wouldn't think so. But it's pleasant, it's good. I'll try it on my skin. So Cassiopeia is good, but it's very reminiscent of Kirke to me. All right, next, a fragrance I might like, I'm not sure. I have Black Excess by Paco Rabanne, excuse me. I've tried Pure Excess from Paco Rabanne, did not like it. I own Olympia from Paco Rabanne though, love that one. So maybe this is the like excess flanker for me, but Pure Excess I was not a fan of. So if you're wondering about the notes, they do sound very up my alley. We have top notes of cranberry, pink pepper, tamarind, that sounds good. Mid notes of cacao, rose, black violet, base notes, black vanilla husk. massoia wood, and sandalwood. So let's see what I think about Black Excess. You know I love those gourmandy kind of notes. Maybe this will be another Paco Rabanne I like. No. Nope. All I smell are florals. I smell the rose. I smell the violet. I'm not really a fan of either one of those. Blech. Nope, I don't like that. It's way too florally for me. That was easy. Next. And last but not least, another Paco Rabanne. I have Olympia Blossom. So I own the original Olympia. Love it. I own a full size of that. I've tried Olympia Intense. I did not like that. It was way too sweet, cloying amber for me. So again, maybe Olympia Blossom I will like. This seems like the fruity, sweet, floral kind of version of Olympia. So this came out last year in 2021, and this has top notes of rose and pink pepper, mid notes of pear, sorbet, black currant, base notes, that classic Olympia combination of salt and vanilla, cashmerean, and patchouli. So I love the salty vanilla vibes of the original Olympia. So maybe this will be like that with some fruit and some florals. I don't know. Let's give it a try. All I'm smelling right now is rose, 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 rose. Let's let it settle down a little bit. Maybe I won't smell that rose. Again, I don't know how many times I have to say I don't like florals, but I don't. So let's let it settle down. If you all did like a drinking game where every time I say I don't like florals, you'd like take a shot, I think you'd be dead. So don't do that. But yeah, I'm just not a floral gal. I love my gourmands. I love my sweet fragrances. I love like salty fragrances for the summertime as well. Maybe I should do like a perfume collection video at some point. Let me know if you all would like that. Maybe I should do that sometime soon. So you can like really see what kinds of fragrances I like. Okay, that rose is less prominent now. Now I'm smelling a lot of fruits. I'm not really getting that salty vanilla vibe that I love so much from the original. This to me is just kind of like generic fruitiness with like a little bit of musk. But it's not as strong or as like soapy as like Guerlain and Cassiopeia from Tiziana Terenzi, so I don't like it as much. Yeah, I don't really like this one. Olympia Blossom is eh. If you like generic kind of like fruitier scents, you might like this, but I don't think it's similar enough to the original that if you like Olympia, like you're gonna like this. It's just okay. Yeah, I don't really like this one. I'm not gonna try that one on my skin. It's not for me. So that is it for today's video. Overall, my two blind buys from Sephora were both successes. Like I tried Juicy Couture, Gold Couture. Like I smelled this on the card actually at the end of this video, and you can definitely smell more of those like gourmand notes. So I have a feeling I'm gonna like this one a lot. And then this one is really good, this perfume oil. So I really like those. And then Cassiopeia, I'll try it on my skin. I'll keep it. I can always use like a fruity, soapy, kind of like easy to grab fragrance, so I'm not mad at that one. But the Shalimars, really not for me. And then the Paco Rabannes, the Black Excess and Olympia Blossom, also really not for me. So that is it. If you all like this video, please like this video. It helps out with YouTube algorithm. And it also helps me know what kinds of content you like to see on my channel. If you like me, please subscribe. I'd love to have you all here. I post 2 to 3 videos per week. And if you have anything to comment down below about any of these fragrances, any fragrance suggestions, anything like that, please comment down below. I love chatting with you all. And with that, thank you for spending part of your day with me, and I will see you all next time. Bye.